We're joined now by Yossi Beilin, who is a former Israeli justice minister and initiator of the Oslo peace process in the early 1990s. He joins us now from Tel Aviv. Thank you so much for being with us once again, sir. First of all, the UN says that Israel has violated the ceasefire with Lebanon at least 100 times since it went into effect a week ago. Can you just give us an idea of how tenuous it feels in Israel right now?
Well, I heard carefully the reportage of your reporter, and I think that generally speaking, this is the truth. I mean, it's like always, there are different interpretations of the same agreement, and the good thing is that there is a third party which is able to say, hey, you made a mistake here, you did something wrong according to the agreement, so you have to change your behavior. And I believe that it is just the beginning of ceasefire. Hopefully, it will continue in a different way, while each side will understand exactly what are the limits.
Yeah, will Israel actually listen to that third party, though, and take on board if it is finding all these violations to the ceasefire?
Well, the violations are on both sides. You know, it's like always. It is a kindergarten, as you know. So you have a teacher, and the teacher may say to this guy, hey, you made a mistake, come back to the kindergarten or whatever, and they will behave. This is not a major issue. The major issue is the fact that eventually the parties agreed to have a ceasefire. They did not stick to their original promises that there will be a kind of a security area or whatever. They had to compromise. Both of them had to compromise. Now they will have to compromise on the implementation.
What compromises do you think that Israel would be willing to make if that does happen?
If it doesn't happen?
If it does happen, if the violations continue?
Well, if the violation continue, then there will be no ceasefire. I don't believe that this will be the case, since both sides want to have a ceasefire and understand the limit of power.
One of the main drivers for Netanyahu agreeing to this in the first place was to allow people to go back to their homes in the north of Israel. I mean, how is that progressing at this stage? I mean, how much tension is there within Israel to get those people, the tens of thousands of people, back to the north?
Well, there is a consensus that these people have to get back. There was a dispute about the need to tell them to leave their homes, but not about returning home. Now, the problem is that many homes are destroyed, and they cannot live in these places. Part of them are livable. So they will come back, return as soon as it is possible. So there is, of course, a need, and there was a political pressure on the government to allow the inhabitants of the Galilee to return to their homes. And now, hopefully, they will return, although many of the leaders in the Galilee are criticizing the current government by saying that the government had to be much tougher and to keep a security zone in Lebanon and so on and so forth, which did not happen.
OK, we'll have to leave it there. But as always, we really do appreciate your insight. That is Yossi Beilin, former Israeli justice minister, with us.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.